Hey, Rodney, how you doing, bud? Huh? What do you mean, Rodney? Rodney, what are you doing with that knife? Rodney, no! Oh, very funny, Rodney. Very funny. Yes, I know we're making Japanese Katsu Chicken for dinner tonight. Oh, you're practicing up on your ninja skills. Is that what it is? You like to scare the life out of me. Y'all stick around. I'm going to show you how. For this recipe, we're going to need 1 medium-sized onion diced, 2 medium-sized carrots diced, 1 small to medium-sized apple diced, or some sort of sweetener, 3 tablespoons of arrowroot powder dissolved into 1/2 cup of water. You're also going to need 2 cups of chicken stock, 1 tablespoon of curry powder, 1 teaspoon of Chinese 5-spice, and 1 tablespoon of soy sauce or some sort of coconut or regular aminos, whatever you choose. 2 teaspoons of garlic, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and a pump bottle of hand lotion. Hey gang, so today we are making Katsu Chicken Curry. Now, katsu basically it's a Japanese term that means something that's breaded. So in this case, Katsu chicken, so it's breaded chicken. And then the sauce is a Japanese style curry sauce. I'm going to be using the sweet potato coated air fryer chicken that I've done in another video. I'll put you a link right up here so you can go do that if you like. But if you want, you can just go to the grocery store and get you a package of pre-made chicken tenders or pre-made fried chicken patties or whatever to put on top of this. And I'm also going to be making just a very, very simple stir-fried cauliflower rice with some spring onions and some coconut aminos, or, if you want to use soy sauce or what have you. So let's get on this sauce. First things first, we need to heat up that pan over there with 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So let's start with 3 tablespoons of olive oil. When that oil gets good and hot, we're going to add this somewhat finely chopped carrots. We got 2 medium-sized carrots. Well, our oil's hot. Let's put in our carrots. I'm going to let those go for about 5 minutes. As you can see, our carrots are starting to brown up a little bit and starting to get a little on the soft side, so it's time to add our onion. I know I only pictured one of these, but 1 medium-sized onion actually filled up 2 of these. Now we're going to give this about another 5 minutes, so we'll have a total of 10 minutes cooking time on the carrots. And, we're going to add our 1 small apple. You can actually put any kind of sweetener you want in there, whether it's an artificial sweetener, a stevia powder, or if you want to put some honey or something like in there. I'm putting apple because I prefer that flavor. Now we're getting this good and sauteed. Be a good time to go ahead and add our spices, let that flavor be releasing. So we need 1 tablespoon of, I use coconut aminos. You can use soy sauce if that's what you desire. Coconut aminos are better for my diabetes, so I'm using it. Got 1 tablespoon of that. 1 tablespoon of medium curry powder. We'll also add 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. You can use fresh if you like. And and 1 tablespoon of Chinese 5-spice. We're going to let that continue to saute for about another 5 minutes. All right, as you can see, them onions, carrots, and spices are right where they need to be. To that, we're going to add our 2 cups of chicken broth. We're going to let that simmer probably for another 10 minutes. But make sure you're scraping the bottom of the pan there. Get that pan good and deglazed, because that's where all your flavor is. Top tip. Everything is starting to look good and sauteed. It's been simmering here for about 15 minutes. I've kept the bottom of the pan good and scraped. That way all that flavor doesn't sink to the bottom and you wind up throwing it out. And the onions and the carrots in this will thicken the sauce just a little bit. Not a whole great bunch, but a little bit. But I think we want it a little thicker. So what I've done is I've taken Mrs. Eatin' Good in the Woods Nessa cup. Hey, I'll tell you what. Put in the comments if you know who Nessa is. And I'll pick one at random and give you a shout out on next week's video. How about that? Only hint I'm going to give you is from a TV show. Alright, so we're going to add just a little bit at a time, because you don't want it like gravy thick. A little bit thinner than gravy. So let's just add a little bit at a time. I'm going to start with about half of that. By the way, this is 3 tablespoons of arrowroot powder dissolved in about half a cup of water. Just stir that in nice and gentle. As you can see, I've been fighting it all day, getting that stuff everywhere. Well, that's getting thick. Not quite where we want it. We're going to add just a tiny bit more. I don't think it's going to take all of it. Whew, boy, I want you to look. Look at that. Wow, that looks fantastic. That is just the right thickness, just right. We're going to let that simmer for just another minute or two, and then going to give a little taste. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea, this is exactly where we want it. It is done simmering. We're going to get a little bit of everything in that bite there so we can taste it all. Get some apple, get some onion, get a little carrot. All right, now we need some apple. There's some apple. We're going to let it cool down for just a second. We can cut all this, right? Rodney, will you cut this? All right. All right, that ought to be cool enough. Let's give it a go. Woo! Oh, my good gracious. That's going to go good. Oh, a little spicy too. That's going to go really good over my cauliflower. Just a simple stir-fry cauliflower rice. You can use regular rice if you want. That's going to go good over that, and I'm also going to make, I'll link it again right here, to my fried chicken. But now would be a good time to go ahead, if you're not doing the recipe I sent you, which I hope you will, but if you don't, now would be a good time to go ahead and put in your chicken tenders, chicken fingers, whatever. Maybe you went down to Sonic or something and got you a pile of them, whatever. It don't matter. What matters is how delicious this is going to be. Well, y'all, that's going to be about all the time we got for Eating Good in the Woods this week. But I tell you, take your plate, put down a little bit of fried rice on top of that, put your chicken that I've linked up here for you, put some of that sauce on top, and whoo, I'm here to tell you that'll be hardly fit to eat. Listen, if you ain't done so already, please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button, click the bell icon, thumbs up, and comment, you know what to do. Anyway, until next week, ladies and gentlemen, I sure love you. God bless you guys, and go out there and be nice to each other. Bye-bye.